All right. What I did is and I apologize for the way I look. I just got out of the shower, but I really don't care. I got my broccoli going in the microwave. I just checked on the chicken. The chicken looks good. I had to drain some of the grease out of it, but the vegetables cooked beautifully. So I'm really excited about that. I got my black beans on the stove. I use the Private Selection frozen broccoli, and I just microwave it. I mean, it tastes just as good as steaming broccoli on your stove with water. So that's what I used. So right now, I'm going to put my cheese on my chicken. So I'm going to get my chicken out of the oven. And it looks delicious. Delicious. Just for a little bit more flavor, I am going... Anybody who knows me knows that I put hot sauce on everything. So you can't hurt nothing with some hot sauce. So I'm just going to barely kind of just drizzle a little bit of hot sauce just so it has a little bit of extra flavor. So, Parmesan and Romano, they tend not to really melt as well as like cheddar, this kind of cheese. So I'm going to top the chicken off with this first, and then put this cheese on top of that. So it kind of almost gives it like a little crust on top of the melted cheese. So, to just shred it, or smother it, I mean. Smother it all over that. So, and there we go. So I got it nice and smothered. And you know, bear with me. I mean, this is my first YouTube video. I was on the phone with my mom earlier and I said, Mom, I think I'm going to start making YouTube videos on cooking. Why not? Well, when I have free time, but I think it's cool. So, because I cook a lot. I mean, I cook like probably, well, when I've been off work for a while due to some in my neck, but when I'm working, I cook about 3 or 4 times a week. Just because sometimes I don't get off until late and I can't. So when I do, I'm going to start videoing it. And I think it'll, you know, and not everybody cooks. I mean, there's a lot of women out there that don't cook. And believe me, I tell my man all the time, you are very lucky that I cook, because honey, there's some women out there, they don't even pick up a damn nothing. So, anyway. But to women who do want to give their man a nice dinner every once in a while and don't know how to cook, that's why I'm doing this. For people, for women or men that don't know how to cook and want a little extra tips, you know. So, hey, ain't never hurt nobody. So then I just pour that on top of my yellow cheese. So, now, I forgot to tell you guys, I was worried about my vegetables because I didn't saute them before I put them in, stuffed them in my chicken. So what I did was I drizzled all my vegetables in my chicken with a little olive oil and then covered it with aluminum foil so it would steam it, so it would cook it better. And it worked perfect. So that, you know, it worked out. So that's good. So now I'm going to put my chicken back in the oven and let the cheese melt for about 10 or 15 minutes. Just watch it until it's ready. So, and I ended up cooking my chicken, I'd say it's, well, after I put the cheese on, I would say it's close to an hour is what I cooked it on, and I cooked it on 375. So, now I'm taking my broccoli out. And it's hot. It comes in a bag like that. It's private selection. I mean, you can get fresh broccoli. Hey, you know, the more the merrier. If you want to, you know, do fresh vegetables, there's nothing wrong with fresh vegetables. I mean, I'd probably rather have it that way, but I mean, I'm telling you, try this private selection. It's just as good. So I just kind of, I cut a hole in it. I always kind of drain it because it has a little bit of water at the bottom. But you got to be careful because it's hot. So, and then I just put it in a Tupperware bowl. And, you know, if you want to, you can even put a little cheese. Put a little cheese on top of it if you want to add more cheese. But I'm not adding any more cheese. So, I will put some salt and pepper on it, just to give it a little bit of something on it. So I've got my black beans. They're all ready to go on the stove. I just get the Ortega seasoned black beans, or you can get the Kroger seasoned black beans. So either one. So, and then I'll cover my broccoli so it stays nice and hot. And then what I also like to do when I serve this, or when it's served to me, this is the first time I've made it, is I like to put, maybe if you have a little cilantro, pico de gallo, salsa, whatever you like, top it on top of that, and with a little bit of sour cream. It's wonderful. It's really, really good. I'm telling you, if you ever go to El Nopal, well, I'm not a big El Nopal fan, but, I mean, they're okay. But when I want Mexican, I go to Senor Iguana's. They have the best pollo Monterey ever. So, but anyway, it is looking amazing. So I will be right back as soon as it is finished.